Hi everybody, welcome. Here we go again, another raid. It's the first of the assault series. Okay then, um, a complete guess on ship builds. I have to say, we looked at the VXP target and plucked an idea out of our heads. Let's hope it works. Okay. This one's hit and run. I'm hoping the title is a hint. You know, we're all been talking about dot damage and drive-by shooting and all that sort of stuff. So fingers crossed. We've got this right, because if it's all about raw damage, and then we're going to be in a bit of a situation. But I don't think it is, so long as we see those area effects, sort of like missiles that actually smash us up if we stay still for too long. Then drive-by shooting is definitely the way ahead. I noticed the Kickside did put out a build themselves to show raw damage, but they use some quite old tech on that fleet, so we're hopefully going to. I know Derpy was the same opinion. We're going to ignore that one basically there. Targets. Okay, oddly, they're doing a weird thing yet again. So this time we've got, for the X set, if we ever get that high, 3 targets. Okay, for obviously the new Ravager, and then also a 4th target for the Reclaimer set as well. So whilst the last raid obviously it was just 3 targets, and this has gone back up for 4. I'm not 100% convinced it's going to be worth doing, because obviously when you get the set bonuses, you know, it doesn't seem like hey cat, how you doing? Sorry. It doesn't seem like it could be beneficial. I don't really know how much damage we're going to get in this one. We'll have a look at it, but to do an extra target and then another target, bear in mind that was quite a quick target last time, but this one might take a bit longer, just for the speed of it. It may be quick just to simply set on the 170 and the 172. 170 should be the auto target. You may have a go at that, I'm not really sure. You can see that I've been a skinflint and I've got hardly any coins this time. Okay, but we'll make a decision on that, and it should be obviously the skilled target on the 172. I got a funny feeling they're all going to be skilled targets, okay, this time, because I don't think you can just go in there unless those long range sort of Halo type missiles or mortars. Sorry, it was missiles, wasn't it? That the damage there that really sort of like took big chunks out of our ships in the VXP target. But we'll have a little look. If you're just doing obviously the S set, then yeah, not too bad. It's the classic, you know, 250 with a 500k bonus, so it's 1 million points. Prizes, not the most exciting stuff. However, for our OP, we do actually have a new weapon. So we've got this Omega Executioner. Okay, and whilst it does look like it's fantastic because it's doing 5.2 million damage, okay, which is a considerable lot, it is a salve of 8. So that's something to consider. Okay, there's a salve of 8 there. You can get mild bonuses, but generally the OP weapons don't normally get the set bonuses that you can add to like turrets and that sort of stuff. So that is also something to consider. Excuse me. Right. Okay. So it's available. Yeah, 10 million points. Okay. And notice that the the stats on this one here. Then weapon AI goes for the lowest health ship. Okay. And so when it's firing, and it's quite a rangeable range. Okay. It's more so than what we're using at the moment with the radioactive one. It's 160. The inner ring, that is obviously, and so anything within 160, it won't fire at it, even if it has got lower health. So that's something to consider if you are fitting this item here. So there's that. Obviously there's this rather disgusting, it looks like a tick or something that you get on an animal, this tick thing here. Hey Si, how you doing, mate? Yeah, that's just a skin. Obviously it's you know, if you want to get it. It's not going to actually change anything in your game. It's just going to make things look a bit more infestation like, probably. There is one more. Do we need a new one of these? A third one? Sorry, I don't really know. I think people are struggling enough it is to keep flicking these ships out their bases anyway. I mean, some people have got it squared away and sorted, but certainly not everybody. Yeah, and the other things, obviously, it's the X1 upgrade kits as well, and that sort of stuff. So that's about it, really, to be honest. It's interesting raid, or it could be an interesting raid. It depends on where you are in your tech ladder. I mean, you know, there are some PvP kit, just in case you are PvP players. Okay, the heavy morts are in there, so there's a few people will be wanting to pick those up. There was 2 in the last event. So was it pillage? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, so there was 2 in the last one, and obviously 3 here. That gives you 5. That's generally your full set. Okay, so not too bad. Hey Ford, how you doing, matey? And yeah, so that is the PvP tech if you're that way inclined. Okay, and skirmish tech, well, it's nothing really to write home about, is it? To be honest, it's all really low level stuff. So it's not going to get you any further, I think, in the game if you actually collected some of that, unless you just want to go for the routine targets to go and get yourself some, some resources and that sort of stuff. So garrison tech, we're getting to the age of the running out, I think, of the garrison fleet. So I've stopped collecting avalanche mortars. I didn't see a huge amount of difference in them, to be honest. I did do one fleet. We got the free Kickside fleet. I haven't bothered doing that one there, so I gave up on that, to be honest. Siege tech, yeah, there's a few bits, obviously. 2.5 million for the restricted launcher. I don't think you should bother, to be honest. I really don't think it's worth it. Not for that many points when there's other things in the game that you can definitely pick up, to be honest. Right, that's enough rabbiting. I'm looking at that. So 170, 172. My fleet is a sort of bit of a mismatch, to be honest. I have got the flagship going in here, sorry. It's in here, okay, and all I've done is slapped on the routine launchers, because the scatters, because I put all their heavy ones on, and I know we should be balancing 4 and 4 and all that sort of stuff, but it's just the way it built over the number of weeks. So I've got them spread, a good spread of each type across the fleet, but I'm not certainly saying they're fully spread across all the ships evenly. Well, they certainly aren't, obviously, based off this one here. This one here will go to U3 once we've had a little play. It's not got too much going, but I don't mind speeding up a little minute. But what I want to do is go out and have a little look and see if we can achieve anything without the flagship, because some people haven't got those ready. Okay, and some people are obviously at U0, and some people only got 3 ships. So we'll have a little go at some things, and we'll see where we get to. How do I make weird screen stop? I'm not really sure, mate. What weird screen? My weird screen? Your weird screen? Don't know. How do I make a weird screen stop? Is that a joke or something? Anyway, we'll have a little look. This one is maxed out, by the way, build wise. Okay then. Oh, that's cool. Good, thanks for that, Forrest. Because I've gone obviously for maximum amount of supercharge I possibly can get. Okay, and I don't think I have a curved screen, to be honest, mate. I've got a flat screen here, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Is there something at my end that's happening? I have curves. Yeah, that's an age. Yeah, it's 360. I'm looking like at stuff without my glasses. That's a bit weird. I'm not sure why that is. It's a normal everyday 27-inch flat monitor, so random. I can always mess around with some settings in a minute, maybe, but we'll have a little look. Anyway, let's get out and hit some stuff. So I'm going to leave the flagship in for the first one, and we're going to take out just a couple of ships. We managed to do the VXP target just with 2 ships, so the reason I want to leave the flagship out is quite simply because it does have a statistic in the special abilities. Okay, so we're going to go and have a little play first. I've stacked up a lot of what I believe is probably helpful crews. I'm hoping that turn. Bear in mind, this is corrosive and penetrative. You can't obviously stop any of the corrosive because all the crews came out before corrosive was even brought into the game. You can help a little bit on obviously penetrative. There are some crews like obviously steelheads, which works a little bit. But in honestly, once you start getting these things upgraded, then it won't make a huge amount of difference. Hey, how you doing, mate? Something to the button top left. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so we'll just load up a standard one and we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens if we go on the C and see if it makes a difference. Okay. What I can have a look at is just quickly then is having a little look at a 170 if I can find. I should have actually flagged them, to be honest, but we can do it another way as well. So we'll just look at the event, which is obviously S tier, and we just want a 170. I don't know how I was going to send us, but not too far away. It shouldn't make a difference which side you enter on either. What's it doing, Ford? I have no idea. Warning, a full fleet is recommended to attack this target. Okay, well, let's just see, shall we? If I die, I just go back and get the other ships, but just interesting compared to the VXP target, how horrendous, and I also want to see what the target looks like as well. Okay, there's a ship straight away that's here, so let's move. Right, I've not got nothing coming towards me, so this one doesn't have any of those. Okay, so this probably can be done on auto, because yes, it has a series of Reaver ships in it. None of those missiles are in there. It's for a VR headset. I'm intrigued as to what's happening with the stream, but there we go. I'm going to have to watch it back because I can't watch it as well as obviously do it at the same time. But if it's messed up, I'm not really sure. Map looks normal. Oh, good. Well, that's something. Is it okay in target? Hopefully it is. So this target then basically, it's definitely a case of drive-by shooting and that sort of stuff. So we'll give it a go and we'll see how we can get on with some items. Not sure of the range of some of these things. They've changed the look of some of them as well. So obviously that's a missile, that's a corrosive, routine ships, which I should be able to outrun them as well. Okay, hey, that's got to be Hefe. Yeah, I've zoomed it in just because I want to see what the trigger range is. We know these are about 89, sorry. So we just want to see what the trigger range is of that ship. There we go, we're going now. So I know we can outrange them. Or you could do it if I was going a bit faster. That's better. Yep, okay. So, and there's those horrendous missiles that we managed to knock out, so that's not too bad. So I've got an MDS-3 on one of each of these ships, and they're taking out all but one of the missiles, so that wasn't too bad. I wonder if we can catch this inside this here, so we can trigger them, but they actually just stay. Yeah, they do. They stay to the wall. So if I get slightly out of, do they come round or they stay still? It'd be nice if they could come to me. They are. That's helpful, isn't it? So I can make them do that. That one's dead. Will he come back again, do you reckon? Looks like he will. Super, that's nice. Okay, well, I'll need to time that a bit better in future, but not too bad. So you can see the ticker going down on the ship, look, and that's probably going to die. So that's not too bad. So these things here, short range, super fast from what I remember. So we're just going to do a bit of drive-by and see if we can just sort of like kite these two items here, just to see how it works. Obviously range is the key issue here. You want to just tick them but not to get too close, particularly, yes, look at the speed of that corrosive turret. It's quick and it has quite a bit of splash. Look at the damage I've received. Bear in mind, I do only have, I think that main damage actually is, yeah, so that would have been the penetrative damage obviously from the missiles that got through. I'll give it a go, mate. But I've probably got so many screens to be able to bring things up. So, and now it's up and streaming. I don't know if I'll be able to change it. Because on my OBS feed, it's just showing obviously one screen working. So I'm not quite sure what's the situation. You can see this one here. Obviously, it's that one there already ticked down, but this one here, I should be able to get in now. Is it really bad? Is it? I'm not quite sure how to go about fixing the issue. That's the only thing. I mean, I'm in a slightly different location to last time. I've moved my PC, but I haven't actually changed anything. So. '70s flashbacks. Oh dear. I hope not. Radio. Okay. Let's go up to one of these monster ships then and see what we can do. The point is, ultimately, driving by and then letting the corrosive damage doing its damage on my ship, that is anyway. I want to try and get this turret out as well if I can at the same time. And that one as well, and that one as well. I'm trying to keep away from this Reaver Hulk because getting in close might not be. Oh, there's the UAVs. We've got rid of those. How can I be in VR mode? I'm not sure what to do about it, to be honest. We'll finish this one off here and we'll take another look. Okay, so I think I'm still even staying still for too long. 1, 2, 3 shots, and then that's 3 shots I believe should be the maximum. Is it better zoomed in or better out? That's the question, isn't it? I'm going to have to try and watch this back. I did some recording as well prior to this, just to double check, and it seemed to record fine, but I didn't do a live stream record, I must admit. It was just an OBS record. 2, 3. Oh, that was 4. I suppose the point here of this is that this is just with 2 ships. All I've got is 2 MDS-3, and this is obviously one of the main targets. So it's whilst it's not the hardest one, if you do have 2 ships that are and not a full fleet, and they're at U3, that's a lot of ask, isn't it? You know, 2 ships at U3. I don't know. I suppose he could be there. Sorry. So I think I'm probably going back into the target too quick because I'm not allowing the. It's going to have to try and get a flow to go around and just keep chipping away at these turrets in a different way manner. I'm not sure. The beer is exceptionally good. Okay. I mean, targets are down. It's maybe not. I'm a bit distracted, obviously, with what's going on. But oh no, there's one target up there. Ships. I should have triggered them and let them run, chase me down, but I didn't. So here we go. We've definitely got one. Is the missile ship, isn't it? I forgot about that. So it can outrange me, but I can shoot down its missiles, so it's not too bad. So far, none of them have hit me, so it could be a lot worse. Yeah, I think the idea is to sort of like just keep driving around, actually, rather than just doing little areas. I think it's a case of moving around the sector, sorry, the target, and then just, you know, doing it in big circles, which we all know assault raid is always a long, drawn-out process. It always is. Obviously, we just completed the siege, and that's always the one that seems to have shorter targets. Yeah, see, I mean, I would have already turned back and had a look at that, so that's that target done anyway. At least we got somewhere. 35 minutes with 2 ships. Okay, it's not brilliant, I have to say. I might just bear with me 2 seconds. I'm gonna have a little look at the stream myself. What on earth? What? I don't quite get that. What the heck? Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's I don't understand that. That is severely random. Wow. It does look like you're inside a VR machine. Yeah, it's hmm, that's difficult. Right, I'll put it on mute. Sorry, it wasn't on mute then. Just for a second. Um, I literally have no idea how to fix that, but it is horrendous. Good Lord. Yep, that is definitely weird. Right, we should be. I'm just looking at what the transmission delay is. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Where are we? It should be coming back up in a second anyway. Okay, here we go. We're going back in. What have we got? We've got a curved screen again. I've zoomed out as well. Why is it curved and why is it zoomed in? I don't quite get it. Yeah, I could. I'm not sure I can close and reopen though Streamlabs because it will just kill it, and then the stream's dead. Maybe have a look at what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Let me have another think. 2 seconds. To say it's frustrating would be an understatement, this. Okay, have a look at that, see what you think. See if that's any better, guys. Just let me know. I've moved it to a different screen, so I'm hoping that might have fixed it. I'm not 100% sure though. You'll have to let me know and just give me some thumbs up or something. If it's better, then fantastic, we'll carry on. Oh, I'll just be looking at a different screen instead, so it'll take a few seconds to kick in, I expect. Well, let me know what you think. Right, let me recall those ships. That's no better at all. Oh, great. Okay, I literally don't understand. I've just double checked the settings, and the settings definitely say that display capture is on and it's on the screen and it's set to the normal resolution. So I'm not quite sure why. Display 1, 2, 3. No, it makes no sense. Okay, we'll try a target. Let me just slap all the ships together, and then we'll try a target and see what happens. We still don't look at targets, don't we? So we'll just start repairing that quickly. We're going to speed up by 1 coin, not 2. 1 coin, basically. Oh, do come on. Okay, and then we're going to grab the flagship as well now. Now, there are a couple of things about the flagship that are worth actually noting, and one is obviously, if you can see it, that is, that in the special abilities then is don't slow down for too long, because if you got a there's a max stop time here of 3 seconds. So if you stop still for 3 seconds and don't move, then obviously you're going to lose the bonus effect, which is a combat speed of plus 30 and a turn speed of 200. So these things, if you're up and running, then it should make these things go quite quick. I'm going to bring that thing out and we'll give it a go. Right, so that should be everything. That should be a case of speed up and buy. I'm sort of looking over my shoulder now because it's on a different screen, which is not quite dead center to me, so this is quite awkward. But we'll launch the fleet. We'll give a target a try and see what happens. This video is running as intended. It's kicked involved. I have no idea, but I'll definitely sort it out for the next one. I can't work out. If I keep the ships in the middle, at least you'll be able to see something, won't you? 31 minutes. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Right, so we're going to try a slightly different approach this time. Okay, and try and get that slightly different. Well, that's the plan. Anyway. But what I am going to do, if that's not improved yet, I'm just going to quickly nip the screen option and change myself back to the main screen, because I'm actually sitting over a stupid angle, so it's causing me a headache. One screen, that one there, select, done, lock it in. I can't imagine why it's done this, but I might have to do something with OBS and bring it back up again. But we'll give it a go. Okay, so the fleet's back out, and you're probably not seeing any improvement at all. Yeah, I've been into my live stream settings and actually says it's, you know, since the last live stream I've not changed a darn thing. I've actually just tried changing monitors. The resolution's correct, the ratio's correct, the aspect ratio's correct. So I'm not quite sure what else it can be. I haven't even changed any of my setup, so I'm not really sure. If it's terrible, then guys, I'll apologise, but there's not much I can do about it until I mess around. So we'll try another 170. We'll drive around. We'll have a look at the 172. Okay, and we might have to call it a quits. The link above shows you what to do. The link above where? Question is, can I do it at the same time as trying to live stream? Okay, these ships are quite jumpy. Now. Obviously I've got a lot more, wow, yeah, a huge amount more firepower now. So that should take down that, yeah, that's taking that turret down straight away, look. Just on one drive by. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still dying, and dead. So whilst it doesn't look like I must take some damage because the retreat button's glowing. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'll make some adjustments for next time, because obviously this is not acceptable. I have no idea why it's like it is. Question is, can it get any worse? What, the stream you mean, or the resolution? I'm not really sure. Okay, we are noticing then that actually we're definitely in a single pass we are killing the ships. I mean, it's not ideal, but they are definitely dying in one pass, and it's taking 3 to 4 volleys to kill a turret, so it's not too bad. I'm hoping I should Phoenix this thing, isn't it? I should be able to just shoot all the missiles down, which I just did. Try and get out of its path. Oh, that could have been worse. Distance from there is greater than the distance from there, so I think that's a case of go round for that one there. The flag, everything now is U3. Sorry, I should have said that. Yeah, the last update then was U2 to U3. I think it's U3. Yes, it is. Yeah, I've just looked at it. It says ruthless rebate. Yeah, U3 it is. Let's see these Reaver Hulks, see if there's any difference. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got 6 off on that one. But it looks like it will die in... Yep, that's dead as well. So 6 is too many. Let's see if I can get away with less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6 again. 4, 5. That's 5 per turret now. So 5 volleys definitely kills off, and I think that the math that Hefe was doing was 3 to 4 should do it. So what am I missing? Oh, just that one single turret up there. That's everything. I mean, it's much faster without a doubt. You will have the flag at U3 and 2 normal at U3. I could try just 3 ships at U3. It's definitely a lot easier with the flagship, I must admit. What was that? 13 minutes? That's instant fixes and base, isn't it? You know, but then again, you'd like to think so. Everything's U3 there now. Okay, that's 13 minutes. Let's have a look at a 172 and just have a little look at the target. It will make a difference on which entrance point we use, so that is definitely worth looking at. He says, can we see one? 170, that's the 514. 514, can't see one there. 170, 172, up here we go. We'll go in at 6 o'clock and then have a little look. Sorry mate, I know. I'm going to have to do, I'll do some single targets, okay, once I've got this sorted out and not play what it is. Okay. All I can do really is talk about the damage and just what I'm seeing basically. We'll do this one and we'll peek the other target, and I think that'll be about it. So this is the first time we've got one. Then obviously we can go into the shrouded areas. As long as they're not in the shrouded areas, then we can escape. We can't hit the big Reaver Hulks because they're underneath obviously shrouded cloud, and to hit those Hulks we had to kill a key installation building, which looks like it's these up the back here. And then obviously these are the ones that we're talking about. These are the ones that do area of effect damage with these big red rings. So even if you go and hide in the clouds, they could see you, and then obviously you get hit. So adios side, cheers mate. Okay, so we'll do all we can to clear out and try and get ourselves round to this area here in slow time. The point is obviously it's not stopping, isn't it? So bear in mind we had 13. Oh, you're not going. Okay. My bad. You're a glutton. It probably is encoder settings. Yeah, I'll just have to. Can you adjust those while I'm going live? Let me have a little look. Probably not. Output stream. Hang on a minute. I think I haven't changed any of the encoder settings, but hardware NV link. Yeah, see, it's not letting me. It's got it crossed out. I can't touch it. So it's on the new NVIDIA NV link because I've got a new 3090 graphics card. But I had that before the last stream as well. So whilst it's streaming, it's not letting me change the encoder. I've just ticked on that. It won't let me do it. It just it's got to. No, it won't let me do it, unfortunately. goddamn frustrating. I'll have a little go for the next one. Unfortunately, I just can't do much about it now. So let's see if I can get under these shroud. Yeah, so I can get to the shroud. The ship's turned back out the way. Ah, right. Okay. I understand now. That ship should die. It should, yeah, definitely it has. Okay, I don't know how I got to trigger off that Reaver Hulk, because it's now going to follow me for the rest of the target, which I need to try and kill in 12 minutes. So I'm going to try and do a drive-by basically and target some of these turrets as opposed to the buildings. And try and get up here. Now I know I can probably kill off these things straight away. I want to try and kill the buildings off. That's what I want to try and do, so I can uncover, which I've just done. Wow, not stopping, not stopping, not stopping. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 6 is definitely too much. So 5 seems to be the number to utilize here. I can't even. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that was 4. What does 4 do? Is 4 going to kill it? It does. 4 kills it. So 4 volleys actually kills the turret series. So I'm going to shift click on this one in here. But obviously that's I'm probably too close to that corrosive. No, I'm not going that way because I'm going to get trapped with those Reaver Hulks. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the screen resolution. Like I said, I'm really not sure what's happened. All I've done literally is move the computer from one side of the room to the other side of the room, and something has gone absolutely gaga with it. And when I did a pre-record test, which is obviously just OBS recording onto my desktop, it was absolutely fine. For some reason, in the encoding, it's gone a bit VR, isn't it? I'm not sure why. I have to say, I did think it would be worse than this, but the fleet is driving better than I thought it was going to drive. I don't know why I'm driving away for these, because they can't fire because I'm inside their range, so I'm quite content to pick those off. Right, let me see if I can get this with 4 or 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now what happens now? Is it going to die? Or do I have to go back again? 5 definitely does it. So it's somewhere between 4 and 5 then, definitely, if you're using the 50-50 split on the weapons. As in 50% limited and 50% normal. But obviously it is a U3 ship. There's one there, and I want to try and trigger this ship if I can, which I've done. It can't see me, so I can definitely pick it off and kill it. Good. Can I? Yeah, I can probably get it to draw into this area here. Yeah, I did. I went for the really high one side. Yeah, I did. So I've got supercharge of 15, mate. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you're going to go around, aren't you, you annoying ship? Oh, no, you're not. You are going to get stuck in there. That's good. Wow, that was all right, wasn't it? That was not too bad. So the ships aren't horrendous. Let me see if I can get this one then and just try and 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard to get just down to 4. I mean, 5 definitely does it. That's the target dead. We had 13 minutes damage to start with. Wasn't a perfect drive by any shot, but that was the very first time I've seen it, so it could be a lot worse. we'll do the build at the end as well, and then we'll have a little look. So penetrative, bear in mind, I've only got one penetrative. No, sorry, I think I've got 3. Yeah, and then the corrosive. No, it's 1 penetrative armor, and I've got 3 corrosive armor. So obviously you can't evade it because it's area effect on corrosive. 14% resisted though, 2% taken, and then 1% taken on the penetrative, and 80% evaded. So that's not too bad. So it is a 3-1, mate. Yeah, 3 corrosive and 1 penetrative. 35 minutes. So yeah, not too bad. So that's 25 minutes, 22 minutes, roughly 22 minutes. So that would be instant fix, wouldn't it, as well? At U3 if I took them all back into the dock. Okay, not bad, not bad at all. We'll just take one look at the other target then, which is the 514, isn't it? Which should be for the same thing. Yeah, it is. It's the same ship. This is probably horrendous because it's worth quite a lot of points. Bonus points, sorry. It's only worth 250, but it's yeah, okay. You actually get some shards for the scatter gun. Though why would you be attacking this if you hadn't got the shards already? I don't really know, to be honest. We'll have a little look at it anyway, and just see what it is inside, even though it's obviously in VR mode. Wow. Obviously I've got to try and kill that building in the center, or that one maybe, I'm not really sure. There are no, unless they're hiding on the outside, there's no indication there's anything around the outside. A lot of ships, but no Reaver Hulks. Oh yes, there's one there in the center. Sorry, my bad. Looks like just the one. Okay. So we're going to go around the outside and trigger everything because it looks like there's plenty of space. So now you can probably get, bear in mind there's these things as well. So what's the range of these things? Not too bad. I wonder if I can get this first turret by staying in the clouds. Yes, I can, look. So even the first one, you haven't got to worry about it too much. Yeah, I can't go into this cloud because this turret covers it. So that's frustrating. Okay. Well, I can probably drive by quickly, go in and grab this one and grab that one. Oh, all 3 do. So those turrets should die now, hopefully. Yep, they did. Okay. So we'll go and chip away at the this turret here, and then get these 2. I believe they're Phoenix ships, aren't they? These at the bottom. Try not to get them both to hit me at the same time because they'll get overloaded. 3, 4, 5. That should be enough to kill it. It is. Okay. So we are learning as we're going. It's something. That was 4 scatters that time. I managed to get 4 down. Is that going to take it down? It is. So it's definitely 4, or it certainly seems to be 4. I'm probably going to get stuck here. I'm going to get stuck here. Keep away from those. So I'm going to have to drive by this one here, or kill off, some of these items here first. I think it's just as easy to drive by. That was 4 again. Trigger these ships if we can. Hopefully we should be able to outrange these. I'll go into the clouds, so he's run away. Now he should turn around and come back and see me, hopefully. You've gone 2-2, okay. Yeah, I mean, mine was a pure guess, to be honest, as it always is. I mean, all we get to see is the VXP target, and that was it. But I just literally went for those area effect weapons that, if you get snagged in them, you're going to get to be in a lot of... Oh, there's another Reaver Hulk there. I didn't see that. I just triggered it. So there was a second one. So there are 2 in this target. I'm not sure what this is, but we're going to go and have a little look. Oh, it's a missile turret, just well hidden. This is definitely a case of keeping on the move, without a doubt. It's a big ass target though. Not sure I can be bothered to do too many of these. We're getting there though. We're getting there. I'm trying to get 3 or 4 volleys on each turret if I can, so that I haven't got to go back to them. That's my goal anyway. I'm getting too close to these ships, but this is a crazy powerful fleet actually. It's not too bad. Well, we're getting there. I think it's one of these two. Well, it is obviously one of these 2 buildings here, but it'd be nice to know which one it is. So it wasn't this one. Do you reckon it's this one? Maybe. We'll have a little look. We'll make that the priority target, and then take it down and see if it's that one that uncovers them. They're here. Nope. So it must be the one at the back, and that's typical, isn't it? So we'll go up around the top. We'll come round here, and then we'll come back down through. We'll clip this one. This corrosive turret here. Need to go and get that ship. It's a Phoenix, so we can knock out most of its missiles. If you aren't, this is a very clicky target, isn't it? You know, look how many. I don't know how many clicks I've done so far, but it must be in the hundreds already. Frustrating as anything. I can sit here, I'm in a cloud, and obviously that one there is outside of my range. Although we do know that the Reaver Hulks, when they get close, they can see you underneath. So we're going to go around again. We're taking that turret there, and then we'll get the building, and that should uncover them then. Whilst it's a big target, the damage doesn't seem too bad. We were at what, 35 I think it was for the previous target, and then with this one. It is clicking, isn't it? It's click, 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 you know. I'll be billing kicks out for a new mouse at this rate. Okay, yes, it is that top building. So we learned something out of this at least, that it's the top structure up there that unmasks the Reaver Hulks, which I'm hoping I can. There's no point going into the shrouded areas because they can see me through that with their thermal. So that should kill that ship, hopefully. Yes, it does. Do I put a ticket in for a new mouse? Do you think they'll pay up? Probably not. That was 3 on that Reaver Hulk then, so that's not going to be enough, is it? No. So 1, 2, 3 more, 4 or 4. It's hard to. You know, it may pay to take this crew off now and just let the ships use their own and go for something a little bit less. Okay, it's done anyway. It's something. Yeah, the pillage targets. Yeah, you're right. These will become the pillage targets, though, won't they, eventually? Okay. So no penetrative damage at all. Don't taken. Everything either evaded look or resisted, and that's just with 1 plate. And a little bit of corrosive still. 2% taken. Okay, that was a big target, but not horrendous. And obviously there's a more ergonomic way of doing it. And I'm up to 10 minutes. Okay, that's not so bad, is it? That could have been a lot worse. I thought it'd been worse than that, but it wasn't. So let me just have a little look. And obviously there is a 4th target. I won't do it on stream. I'm going to pause in a second. But there is a 4th target, isn't there? So let's have a little look. And the targets, it's this one here. So let's just find one a second. Siege fleet. Is it that? Yes, it is. How far away is it? 14 seconds. We'll just have a little look at it and then see what happens. See if we recognise the target at least. So actually, this, yeah, you could do the set, I suppose. It's not, you know, it's not horrendous. 1.75 million. I will get a 500 bonus and I will get 250 for doing it. So, you know, that could have been a lot worse. 3 targets, but don't forget, I am at U3. So, have we seen this target before? Ask yourselves that. Oh, I don't know. Have we seen this one? Can you see this one with state of stream at the moment? Don't really recognise it, I must admit. Have we had this one before? I don't think so. Doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Hey Derpy, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I've having an issue, mate. I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is, but I can't do anything about it at the moment, mate. So this is a new target, okay, but it looks like you can chip away at it. It doesn't look horrendous. So maybe, yeah, do you know what? When you get a bit more time at weekends, you could do these for the bonus, because the bonus is okay. You get a 500, you know, top-up bonus on this one. I mean, I'm just going to complete it. I'm not really worried how I'm completing it. I'm just going to drive around the centre and kill things off. But this is certainly not the way to go, by the way, because you're supposed to let all that stuff get killed off first. But the point is, it's not a horrendous target. It could be an awful lot worse. We'll go up here and then we'll go around there, I think. Yeah, as long as we don't stop for those ballistas, we'll be okay. It's kind of cool as it moves around the screen. No, I think people are getting seasick, actually, Derpy, mate. I have no logic as to why it's done it either. Well, I've got a rough idea. I got a new graphics card. That's one thing. I got a 3090 Supreme, what it is, MSI card anyway. I slammed that in, and it's picked up the encoder link, the NVIDIA encoder link, the new one, and I got a new driver update today as well. So there could be a couple of issues that are causing the problem. But obviously, typically, I tried OBS. I recorded it on my home PC, but obviously, but I didn't do a dummy live stream, you know, a private live stream to check what it was like on live. So it probably is an encoder issue. So I'll have to do something about that. So I managed to do, it depends on what people have got, mate, but I did manage to do the 170 with 2 ships, but they were obviously at U3 for reasonable damage. I think it was my first ever target, in fact, with 2 ships, and that was 30 minutes damage with 2 ships, so 15 minutes, 10 minutes in dock each one. And I probably could have done it better, but obviously that was the very first time I had to go at it. And then I did it with obviously the full fleet, and the full fleet was 13 minutes. And then this 172, that was done for a further 22 minutes. So both of those could have been done for instant fix in dock. But obviously that's with a full fleet of ships. Some people have only got 2 ships, so it is doable, but I'm just sort of thankful in some respects there's not much to collect in this event, because they're long old targets, aren't they? So 19 minutes, so that's instant fix again in new dock, isn't it? So you know, yeah, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. Points seem to be like really hard to get a hold of. You know, okay, I might have done one too. Yeah, so I have done one of those too many basically. So, but that was quite a long time just to get those there, wasn't it? It seemed to drag on a little bit. Anyway, right, we're going to just recall that and recall that. We'll just go through the build again that I'm using. He says, as long as I've saved it. It's mostly similar to everybody else's, or it should be. Shipyard load. Let me have a little look. Dum 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 dum. It's an ass build, so it's that one there. Okay. So yeah, whilst obviously that's the FM special and that sort of stuff. So corrosive armor, corrosive armor, corrosive armor, and then obviously a penetrative, survival armor there as well. And this ship here, obviously, there's a blood scatter. This is just the way I built the first ones, but I strongly suggest that you go blood scatters down this side here, and then the standard scatter guns on this side here, the ones that you get. You know, you've got to win the points once to get them basically. There's an MDS3 on this one here. I'm only doing that for 2 ships. None of the other ships have got MDS3s on, so just 2 ships like that. Okay, I've put any other flagship at all. You can do, I suppose, because you get a little bit more penetrative survival, but it's 270. It's not enough to write home about anymore. In the old days, it used to be worth quite a bit. I did notice that obviously the flagship is getting targeted most. So the penetrative damage is going to the flagship more than it is to the other ships, so that's something to be a bit cautious of. So if you're going to upgrade any ship first, then maybe the flagship is the one, although it does take longer to upgrade. Okay, and then the routine stuff down here. So yeah, whilst we just, obviously it's not showing its upgrades because this is a clean build, but yeah, so supercharger, like I'm up to 15, and I'm using various obviously things to get myself to that level. So supercharger times 3, you know, and multi-shot as well times 3 on that one there. And there are some other things as well, like multi-shot again on this one here, and it just keeps going up basically. The hull's obviously got some built-in as well. But in general terms, okay, these are the ones that they recommend, and these are the 2 that you play with as an individual. If you happen to have those specials, it's fine. If you don't have those specials, there are other options, you know. And I've seen plenty of people look at different options, whether you want speed or whether you want, you know, it's nice about this one here because it has a 20% combat speed boost as well. But there are other specials as well. I just like it because it's got the supercharger boost, which gets me up to the maximum 15. So it's okay. It just depends on where you want to go with it, with your fleet and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it is interesting. So fleet-wise, obviously, just don't forget the extra boost you get with U3 with a flag. That's not the flag. With the U3 on the flag, then once you've got the flag built, which we didn't know obviously when we were going into the VXP target, we didn't see the stats. But the flag obviously comes with some extra sort of like whistles and bells to it down the bottom end here. So super abilities, as it says there, then like I said, combat speed plus 30 if you stay inside the range of 40. This is okay, and turn speed goes up by 200%, so that negates having to use the evade crew. Okay, but you can only stand still for 3 seconds, otherwise it stops, it goes away, and it takes another 5 seconds to charge itself up again. So just bear that in mind. Okay, it is effective for the whole fleet, but anything more than 3 seconds stop time, and then which is a bit like the old oh dear, there was another assault ship. It's classic on short ships. This is limited piranhas, I think. No, not piranhas. Anyway, come in what it were. But yeah, this stop-start sort of concept is quite common. Sometimes it either stops the turn, or sometimes it stops the combat speed. This time it's stopping both. But you do back after 5 seconds. So it's just obviously just think those area effect damage weapons and have yourself out of there before you stop. Anyway, right, not to worry. Okay. There we go. That's the ships. That's the stream. 1 hour done. Thank you for sticking with it for those that did. I know it's been really painful. I will make sure I get this fixed for next time. Have a good raid. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll try and square away some proper recorded targets. Okay, and as I go through tomorrow and I'm sure Derby will do plenty as well. So there'll be plenty of options to have a look at these things. But long targets in summary. Okay, then driving round, don't stop. Okay, and definitely, certainly not in the 172. Okay, because you will feel the pain. And look out for those Capitol buildings. There's obviously one in the top left-hand corner. Okay, in the 172, and there's one in the centre, but it's the top one in the centre in that extra target, which was the number, he says it was the number, the 514. Okay, so that's where those are. Okay, thanks for your time, guys. Okay, and yeah, Jenny, you just missed it, and you didn't miss a great deal because there's been some issues. Okay, thanks for sticking with me. Okay, take it easy. Thanks very much.